Good afternoon, students. I hope by now everybody is prepared for the exam. Okay, yeah, good afternoon. As I told yesterday, by now everybody must be prepared and must be clear with all your doubts and queries, whatever you are having. Okay. Okay. I hope I'm audible, Parth. Okay. Okay. Good. So when we talk about today's session, basically, आज के session में I'll just be discussing certain points with reference to some of the section A and the theoretical part I'll be discussing. I'll just share the screen, discuss few points, and again I'll be back to the doubt clearing sessions. That was the most important thing for today, right? Because all of you have studied well and you have studied in Java and core method. Only differences are important. Yes, yeah. Okay. Okay, just have a law feature depicted by the following pictures. First one will be the first one. This one is a two-dimensional array, double-dimensional array, right? Second one, what can we consider? We can consider it as class and object. Third one, encapsulation, that's clear. Fourth one, abstraction. Fifth one, what is it? Start, initialization, there is a condition check. True, then code inside loop, update counter is there, false, then it comes out. You can just consider it as a for loop. Sixth one, animal class. There are three classes below. This one should be inheritance. Seventh one, start, case 1 statement, case 2 statement, case 3. Now this can be considered as a switch case statement. Here, man. This is the employee role, father role, husband role. This will be polymorphism. Now this one, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, C hash, Java, VB.NET, C++, and C. This will be considered as a single dimension array which is storing those different programming languages. So that will be again a single dimension array. So this is when we have to identify image, identify pictures, and depending upon the pictures, you have to identify what type or what is represented by the given image. So that is the first thing. There will be pictures, there can be pictures, and you have to identify what is being represented, right? So that's a very crucial thing, that's a very important thing. You have to understand, and depending upon that question, you will be recognizing, and out of the given options, you will be selecting. At times, there can be that there are similar things there. You have to find which is the most justified one, right? Which is the most justified. So that has to be, that presence of mind has to be used in the examination hall. Next, certain questions like this. We have certain statements given and then you have to write a statement for that, right? You have to write a Java expression for that. So for that you need to remember that you have to use the math functions as and when it is required. You have to use math functions. You have to take care of symbols, you have to take care of values, you have to take care of variables, and you have to take care of the return type or the data type. Whatever is there, whatever is mentioned, you have to use that. So for these questions, it is a wise decision. For example, if you have been given math dot, or if the question is a plus b to the power 4 upon a minus b to the power 5. Even if it is not given, right? Even if it is not given, it's a vector decision, so you store it in a double variable. Double R is equal to math dot of a plus b comma 4. Use brackets properly. Now this becomes the numerator upon math dot of a minus b comma 5. Right? So this way you can, right? So that will be a proper way of using this statement, right? Okay. In this case, again, what you should do, that you should take care of certain symbols, as I told. For example, you get now this denotes absolute value. What you can do, math dot abs. The other part again you can do. So depending upon the question, you will be giving the different answers. Okay. Just see this question. Okay, I will do one thing. I will stop sharing. So it will be there. Yeah, it will be visible now. Now, if I say int m equal to 7, n equal to 9. The question is m plus is equal to m minus minus plus plus n plus m plus minus n. Right? Now, what I can write for this, I'll say m is equal to m plus m minus minus plus n plus m plus minus n, and below this it was, we have to print both m and n, right? System dot out dot println, system dot out dot println, m is equal to plus m, and again system dot out dot println, n is equal to plus n. Now this is m plus is equal to. So now what happens? The value of m was 7 initially. 7 plus m minus minus, it is 7 plus of n, it becomes 10 plus of m. 7 say it has become 6 plus of m, it becomes 7 plus minus of n. N was 10, now it is 9. So this is 7 plus 10, 17, 17 plus 7, 24 plus 9 is 33. So it is 40. Now the question says m equal to plus m. So I write m is equal to, the value of m is 40 and the value of n, it has become now 9. So n is equal to 9. So you have to take care that in the output based questions, what is being asked, right? What is being asked? It was within inverted commas, it was m is equal to. So you have to also write that value. So m is equal to 40 and n is equal to 9. That should be one thing. Okay. Now see another question. Okay, how to write statements in ternary operator file. For example, if I say I have to declare pass or fail, right? I have to declare pass or fail. Pass marks is 50. Pass marks equal to 33. I'll say the result will come in string. So string R is equal to M greater than equal to 33. This is the test condition. This is the variable. This is the test condition. This question mark. Now, first one, if it is true, then it is pass. Else it is fail. Right? So this is the way. Vivan, I hope it is okay. Okay. I take a question here. Int A is equal to 5, B equal to 3, C equal to 7. System.out.println A plus B module into C divided by A. Then again it is system.out.println minus A plus B equals C. Then system.out.println this much. Okay. So first one, A plus B into C divided by A. A is how much? 5 plus B is how much? 3 into C is how much? 7 divided by A is how much? Now in this case, 3 into 7 divided by 5. What will be the result? 21 divided by 5. It will be 4. 5 plus 4. This is 9. Fine? Now if I say double amount is equal to 5,000, discount is equal to 0, discount is equal to amount less than equal to 5,000, question mark, amount into 0.5 colon amount into 0.1. System.out.println discount is equal to plus. Now in this question you see, amount is less than equal to 5,000, amount into 0.5, right? Amount into 0.5. So it is discount how much? So this condition is true, so this goes here. So 5,000 into 0.5, it will be 2,500. So discount is equal to 2,500. Okay. Next, I'll just give string A is equal to cultivation. B is equal to irrigation. String A equal to cultivation, string B equal to irrigation. Always for these output based questions, simply you number it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The question is A dot length, number one, A dot length plus B dot substring, B dot substring 3 comma 7 dot length. A dot length plus B dot substring 3 comma 7 dot length. Now just see, A dot length, it will come how much? 11 plus B dot substring 3 comma 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 letters. Length will be 4, 11 plus 4. So this will be 50. Okay? Second one. A dot carat 3 plus B dot carat 3. A dot carat 3 is how much? T. B dot carat 3 is I. Okay? Number 3. A dot carat 0. A dot carat 0 plus B dot carat. A dot carat 0 is Ci. A dot index of I plus B dot last index of H. A dot index of I 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. B dot last index of H. Now capital H is not there. In that case, whether it is index of or last index of, it will return -1. So it is 4 plus -1. So the result becomes 3. Okay? Okay. Okay. Next question is A dot substring A dot length -4. A dot substring A dot length -4 dot equals, okay, dot equals B dot substring B dot length -4. A dot length -4. A dot substring A dot length -4. Now A dot substring A dot length -4. Length is 11. 11 minus 4 is 7. So 7, 8, 9, 7, 10. So it is TION. Now B dot substring B dot length -4. B dot substring B dot length is how much? 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. So it is TION. It is equal. So the result will be what? So in output based question also you have to be analytical. At times you will not get any string questions. So you will be getting the value. Right, so I hope this one is clear. Okay, so this is clear to everyone. This one, yeah. Which one was there? Three. A dot carat 3, A dot carat 3. It is T, and B dot carat 3. It is 0, 1, 2, 3. I. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. 67, 70, 73, 70, 97, 99, 102, 105, 108, 111, 114, 116, I think. 116 plus I is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. It is 90, 91, 97, 97, 98, 99, 100, 1, 2, 5. 105. So it will be, I think, 2, 2, 1 like that. Again, this one C, capital C is 67, and capital I, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, so 70, 73 plus 73, this will be 140. Like this one I missed. Okay, so this is clear. Answers in your own words. Obviously, you will give in your own words, but again, if it is output based question, you cannot give it in your own words. No? Yes, Raj. Vivan, I hope it is clear. Java.util.asterisk, it calls all the packages. Java.util.scanner, it calls only scanner. You don't have any difference, you call Java.util.asterisk only, so that will not be a problem. Ternary operators with 3 operands to find the greatest number. Yes, okay, I just explained. Like if you have to find the biggest of 3 numbers using ternary operators, right? If you have to find the biggest of 3 numbers using ternary operators, so what you can do, int max is equal to, you first compare A and B, A greater than B. If it is clear, bigger, then it checks whether A is greater than C, then it will be A. If A is greater than B, then it is checking whether A is greater than C. If A is greater than B, then it is checking whether A is greater than C, then it will take A or it will take C. That is the first one. If A is greater than B, if it is true, then it is coming here. If it is false, then it comes here. So here is a colon again. If it is false, then it checks. If B is greater than C, then it B else C. Right? I hope it is clear to everyone. You can have a bracket. Okay. So this is okay. Now, if I say I have int x is equal to -1. Int x is equal to -1, and then while plus x is less than equal to 5. Plus x is less than equal to 5. System.out.println x. Right? You have to rewrite using for loop and do while loop. Right? For loop and do while loop. Now, if I have to do it using for loop first, for x is equal to -1 plus while plus x is less than equal to 5, system.out.println x. Right. So for x equal to -1, we will say we have to update test condition is plus x is less than equal to 5. So x is less than equal to 5. X plus x we will do here, or x plus even that will work. So x plus system.out.println x. If you have to do it using do while loop, int x is equal to 1, do what to do? System dot out dot println x, then plus plus x, while x is less than or equal to 1. So you can convert it accordingly. Okay, one more thing here. If I say char grade is equal to marks greater than equal to 90 question mark a colon marks greater than equal to 80 question mark b colon c. You have to rewrite using if else if statements. You have to rewrite this using if else if statement. Char grade is equal to marks greater than equal to 90, and here it is marks greater than equal to 80, B and C are the various options there. So if marks is greater than equal to 80, 90, then grade is equal to A. Else if marks greater than equal to 80, then else if it is greater than equal to 80, then grade is equal to B, else grade is equal to C. Right? So this way you can convert if else to ternary, ternary to if else, like that. Okay. Okay, then you can also be asked to write function prototype. We had discussed yesterday also prototype. Like if I say write the prototype for a method converts which accepts a character argument and returns an integer. Write the prototype of a method named convert, right? Method named convert which accepts a character and returns an integer. Okay, it accepts a character and returns an integer, and the name is convert. Returns integer, so return type int convert char. Okay, one more thing here, at times you can also get questions like this. For example, I say void factorial int n. Int fact is equal to for int I equal to 1 I plus plus fact is equal to system dot out dot println fact. Now the question says the following code finds the factorial of a number n. A factorial is calculated by finding the product of numbers from 1 to n. Complete the given code below with the appropriate statements. So right, we have A, B and C. These are the three blank spaces and we have to find what option will be filled here. So our first one, A, int fact is equal to, we need to initialize by factorial, we have to find, so it should be initialized with it should be 1. For int I equal to 1, option B, what should be there? But option B, I equal to 1, It has to go till n, so it should be I less than equal to n. Fact equal to fact into I. So you might get questions like this also, where you have to compare Okay, one more question for this. Public static void main. Okay. The question says the following code invokes the default constructor of a class hotel. Class is here given as hotel, and the method display. Okay, class is hotel and the method is display. Okay. Complete the given code with appropriate statements. Okay. Complete the code with the given statements. So option A, it says void obj. So first one is creating the object of the class. So class what's the class name? Hotel. So it should be hotel ob is equal to new hotel. Right? Second one is again you have to create the object of the method. Object name is obj, so it should be obj dot display. Right? So you have to use the logic for these things also. Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. Void find int a comma int b comma int c double average is equal to hello. हाँ जी हाँ बोलो. Could you call me after around half an hour? Double average is equal to a plus b plus c divided by 3, and system dot out dot println average. Okay. So the question says a student executes the following code to find the average of 3 integers. He is unable to get the desired output. Identify whether it is syntax or logical or runtime error. Also correct the code to get the desired output. So first part, whether it is a syntax error, logical error or a runtime error. Logical. Yes, it is a logical error because syntax wise it's correct. Runtime also no error. The mistake here is that the bracket is not put there. So it will give an output, but it will give a wrong output. So correction if I need, so yeah, I'll do like this. So this will be the. So whenever we talk about output based questions or sorry exception, as I told exception, what is an exception? An exception is a situation which affects the normal execution of the program. Hello. Good afternoon. Yeah. कुछ नहीं वो हाँ वो सैंपल से करने आई थिंक इसलिए गई ओके ओके देन yeah. So if I talk about so there are three types of errors as I told: syntax errors, logical error, and runtime errors. Hello? नहीं. Syntax error, logical error, and runtime error. Syntax errors: if there is any syntax in the execution of the program, in the syntax like missing semicolon, missing brackets, that is a syntax error. Runtime, so syntax error अगर होगा, if there is a syntax error, the program will not be compiled. Syntax error is detected by the compiler. Runtime error is caused when there is a mistake in the execution. So that runtime error is reported by the interpreter as the Java virtual machine. So program will be compiled, but it will not be executed. And when we talk about runtime error, program will be compiled, program will be executed, but you will not get the correct output. Okay? Okay, yes, one important thing also at times you might get. You may use Vivan, but again, what happens? The basic why I don't suggest to go by the unconventional way. For example, a teacher who is correcting your paper. So for the last 10 days, he is correcting the papers and he is getting everywhere math.sqrt. All of a sudden it comes math.power 1.0 upon 2, then again he can be confused or he ignores it, he can cut the marks. So that will be a problem. That's why I suggest agar square root nikalna hai, you know there is a function math.sqrt, so use math.sqrt. No? So do not become much creative when you are solving the papers in the board examination. Okay, like if I say there is char C equal to new char 30. How much memory will be required for storing this array? The size of a char data type, array index about and syntax runtime error 30. Okay, since it is the character 2 bytes, so it will be 60. Okay, and if I say int a equal to new int 4, 4, 5. Now, in this case, it's a double dimension array. Hello? Yes. Okay, so in this case, since it is an integer, okay, हाँ 18 correct, good. 2 into 30 कौन बोला? Okay, if I say you that you have to start the data stored in two variables, you have void sum, void swap int a comma int b. Okay? Int a comma int b. Now in this case, you are asked to exchange the values of the two numbers, right? What we can do, int c equal to a equal to b, and b equal to c. This is one way in which I have exchanged the values of the two variables. Now, if the question tells you that you have to do this without using the third variable, right? Without using the third variable. So, what we will do? Void swap int a comma int b. Okay, int a comma int b. Here, what we do? Int ab is there. A equal to a plus b. Right? A equal to a plus b. For example, a was 5, b was 4. A becomes now 9. Then a is equal to, b is equal to a minus, a is 9, a minus b. So this is, b now becomes how much? 9 minus 4, b becomes 5. And then a is equal to a minus b. Right? So what happens? A became first 9, B became 9 minus 4, B becomes 5, and A is equal to 9 minus 5, so A becomes 4. So the values are exchanged and they are swapped. Okay. Okay, now just try to listen to the question. A teacher wants to enter the marks as an integer number. A teacher wants to enter the marks as an integer number. However, the marks are in decimal. Name the mathematical library method which can help the teacher to convert the marks as integer values. Name the mathematical library method which can help the teacher to convert the marks as integer values. Math round can do it. A student wants to find the largest of four numbers without using logical operator. Name the concept which will help the student to perform the task. A student is trying to find the largest of four numbers without using logical operators. Math.max. A student is trying to display the fourth character of the string S. Name the library method which will help in performing the task. Fourth character. So, carat. A student wants to make the value of a variable remain unchanged throughout the execution of the program. Name the Java keyword which can be used to make the variable as a symbolic constant so that its value cannot be changed. question is a student wants to make the value of a variable to remain unchanged. So it has to be made final. A student wants to search for an integer value with less time consumption. Name the algorithm which can be used. Less time consumption. Binary search. Linear is more time consuming, binary consumes less time. Okay. You should go through the operator precedence, the different operators, their sequence, you should go through it. The table is there. Yes. Now, any doubts? Okay, good. So, if you have any doubt, pass by reference. Okay. Pass by reference, when we talk about pass by reference, is the process of passing the reference or the address, right? Passing the reference or the address. Now, if I say I'm telling A3 is equal to A3 minus 2. So I am referring to the location, referring to the address. So in this way, I am not passing a copy, I am passing the actual argument's reference. So in that case, it will be changing the value. So that is the reference, pass by reference. That is there. Pass by reference, the values will be changing. When we talk about precedence, so precedence is the sequence or the order in which the values they are, the operators they are performed. So precedence of operators, you are there is a table in the book in which the different orders are given. And associativity, again it is there that if there are two or more operators which have the same precedence, in that way the associativity, how it moves, left to right, right to left. So that is the different associativity. So precedence is the order in which the operators are executed, and associativity is basically better you learn it or you remember the sequence, that is important. Sorting and searching. Sorting, basically when we talk about searching, linear search and binary search. Linear search is a sequential search when the search begins from the first element and goes till the last. For I equal to 0, I less than L, I plus plus, and then you check if n at I equals the number to search, then you can take a counter k equal to 1, apply the break, and then you can go to the checking part, that is linear search. When you are talking about binary search, in binary search what we need to do, that in binary search you will find the mid value. M while lower base is less than equal to upper base, and in the loop you will find m equal to LB plus UB divided by 2. You find the minimum value m equal to LB plus UB divided by 2, and if number to search is greater than A at m, so you update the lower base LB is equal to m plus 1. If number to search is less, then upper base is m minus 1. If it is equal to, then you make k as 1, apply the break, and then you can end and you can find out. How to know how much time the loop has to run in the program? Run in the program. Very good. It shows that you are a student of ICSE. Okay. That you need to do a dry run, Manish. Or you need to have a dry run, make a table, take the variable, how many times it is executing. Right? You take the variable and you just find how many times the loop is executing. Accordingly, you can use that part. 2 points for 2 marks. Question is good. Yeah, you can do. If it is a difference type question, again you should use 2 differences. That will be a better decision to do. Okay. I think, okay, how to know how much time the loop now, that's what I told. Now just to sum up the things, just few points as I will be telling. I had told you earlier also that you have total 135 minutes for the examination. 15 minutes, that is your reading time, again 120 for writing the answers. So use the 15 minutes time as I told for your MCQ questions and section A, right? Section B also, if you get time, you decide which 4 programs or 5 programs you are going to attempt. That will be there. MCQ questions, when you are going, just find out the best answer. Like there can be there situations where you have got section A or whichever is correct. So you have to look which is the best one and give a second thought also. Right, while the revision time, again you should take a time, take some moment. When you are doing, first complete the section A MCQ, write the correct answer in capital letters, and also in brackets you can write the correct answer. That should be done, right? You write the correct answer A, B, C, D, and also the correct answer which is there. And then when you are doing section B, in the part again question number 2, which contains 10 questions, 2 marks each. Give proper space. When you are writing output based question, write clear answers, right? Clear answers. And section A also, when you are doing the MCQ, give one line in between. You solve one question, come to the next line, properly write, give proper alignment, right? Proper alignment is expected in programming also. When you are writing the programs, properly align the brackets, that will be needed. And when you are writing the programs, as I told, from every program, after every program, you need to write the variable description, right? Every program has to be written, completed with a variable description. Do not write detailed variable description. If you get time, you can attempt for one extra question, no harm. And you must try to complete the question paper at least 20 minutes before the completion of the time, so that you get at least 10 to 15 minutes of time, revision time you will be getting, and then you will be able to get rid of certain errors also, so that will be there. So that is what I have to say, and all the best to all of you. Any queries? Sir, should we do 5 questions section B, or should we revise the 4 programs? If you get time, you could do this also. You could attempt for the 5th question, no harm. Differentiate, okay. Difference between class and object in terms of encapsulation. Okay, the different class and object, when we talk about the encapsulation, it is the wrapping up of data and functions together. So when we talk about the class encapsulation, when we talk about the class, so it is the encapsulation, the wrapping up data and functions, a single unit which is the Java bytecode. That is that class which is used there. And objects are basically the instances of the class. Write the program input and escape using selection or adding the name to the setting, or using selection or display. So what the problem? You just use the loop for I equal to, you can refer to the arrays video in which I have explained selection sorting. Selection sorting again for I equal to 0, like I will just explain. This question must be done. It's in the book, it's in the class also. I have done just here. For I equal to 0, I less than 9, I plus plus. You consider min as I, ascending, no? Min equal to I. For j equal to 1, I plus 1, j less than 10, j plus plus. If n at j is less than n at min, then min is equal to j. This is done now. T equal to n at I, n at I equal to n at min equal to t, and then you display it. B and this section, okay. Okay, so with this I will end the session. If you have any doubts, anything, you could just string you have told. Then that in case of less than, you can use compare to. Instead of this less than, you use compare to. If n at j is not compared to n at min is less than 0. Okay, I'll update. According to me, binary search will come. And sorting, selection sort. 50% chance of selection sort and 50% chances of bubble sort. Okay, so all the best, and see you all tomorrow. All the best to all of you. Good.